Hello there, friends. How are we doing today? My name's Aaron Hastings, obviously. Recently my mum suggested that I do a bit more of a more raw video diary type vibe, and I thought that was a really interesting idea because the videos on my main channel recently they've been a lot more real, obviously, but they are still very characterized. They're still very intended to make you laugh at least a little bit. They're not like the real raw like truth behind everything. Because see, the nature of the problems that I'm dealing with at the moment, the kind of issue is that I can't focus on pretty much anything. Like, I don't like a lot of the stuff that I used to enjoy, and I just don't want to do anything like pretty much at all. I've grown very apathetic towards the vast majority of things, really. But one of the main issues is that my mind changes so much, so often and so quickly. So basically, I would come up with a plan, like, right, I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna get my shit together. I'm gonna go out and do this, this, and that, and I'm gonna sort things out. And then tomorrow, I'll come up with a new plan and think this is a much better plan. I like this plan. And then I'll come up with another plan and another plan and another plan, and I'll never do anything. I've gotten myself into a really nasty habit where if I don't want to do something, I just don't do it, right? And you may think like that's a reasonable, approach to life. Like, you don't want to do things, then you should spend, like, you have one life on this planet, right? You should spend it doing things you enjoy, surely. But at the same time, it's not really conducive to my growth because I am what we would call chronically depressed, which means pretty much everything after a while I decide I don't like it or I hit roadblocks, even if it is something that maybe overall I would enjoy or in the long term would benefit me. I just I'll get a job and then 3 days in I'll be like, you know what, I do not like this. Because I've conditioned myself to, like, if I don't like it, I'm just not going to do it. Then I leave, and that in that long term is not helpful at all. Because what happens is I end up back here in this room, in this bed, in front of this yellow wall, coming up with life plans and never actually doing anything, just going round and round in my head in circles, and it's really not helpful. So what I've done is I've applied for another job similar to my last one. I don't know if I'm going to get it per se, but I'm going to look around, look at others. Um, and I think what I need to do is I need to try and stick to it for a couple of months, at least, like a few months, rather than just like a few weeks, as is usually the case if I even last that long. And it's just because I feel like, well, I need more structure, definitely, but I need more forward momentum. I need to be leaving the house, and I need to be actually doing stuff. And I need to develop the discipline that, even if I don't necessarily want to do something, like, if it is going to be of benefit in the long term and it's going to help me to reach the bigger goals that I have, then it's worth doing, right? Because the last job I had, as much as I hated it, that paid for my passport, which means I can now leave and go do other things. That paid for my capture card, which means I can now do my gaming channel. I don't know exactly what I'm doing with it right now, or if I want it to be like a key focus, but I have the option to do that now because I have a capture card. It paid for this phone that I'm vlogging on in part. So, like, all the Pokemon stuff I opened on the Cave of Wonders, it all came from that job. And now that the funds from that are diminished, I kind of need more. It's a fact of life. We live in an economic society. I need the spondoolies. And the intention has always been that I will do that. I will create that through my creative endeavors. But until we reach said stage, in the short term, I need something a little bit more quote unquote stable or permanent or whatever. So I think the movement right now, and actually committing it to video hopefully may help, but the movement right now is to go find some sort of job for at least a few months, just to develop some sort of discipline, some sort of daily structure or something, and if nothing else, put a few thousand in the bank, you know. So that's that's what we're aiming at today. Again, if I make another one of these tomorrow, I may be saying something completely different, because that is the nature of where my head's at right now. But I'm trying. Like, it doesn't seem like it because I haven't made any actual forward momentum, but I am trying to get my shit together. Like, I'm trying really hard, but trying is lying. Like, no one gives a fuck how hard I'm trying. I'm not going to get a gold medal because I'm trying. Like, you know, the world's not going to reach down and pat me on the back, you know, because I'm trying to sort myself out. Like, kind of got to just do it. Like, just not be a little bitch and just deal with it. So that's where my head's at right now. Hopefully you can't hear all the shouting. Um, but I hope you're doing good. Let me know down in comments how you've been and stuff. Gonna aim to do these more regularly, you know, the little raw diaries and that, how I've, like, what I'm actually doing, because obviously to, like, outside, like, it doesn't look like I'm doing anything, but like, there's a lot going on internally. And as I say, I'm making all these plans that are just getting abandoned because I make another plan and just don't do anything. But so that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna try and find a job, make some money, and I'm gonna do more YouTube stuff. Anyway, what a note to end on, right? I hope you're having a good day. I'll see you maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Peace. Go subscribe to my main channel or something. Whatever.